Hey everybody, it's Brian Norder with Team Strength and Beauty Nation. I am a Star Diamond coach within Team Beachbody, and today I just want to do a quick video and show everybody how to make their own logo, their own design. Essentially what this will do is make the background of the picture transparent instead of white, which will allow you to put it over top of the picture and make it blend and make it feel a lot more natural to the picture itself. So the very first thing we want to do, of course, is go to picmonkey.com. I prefer PicMonkey for this particular process, building logos and such, over the Canva. It's just a personal preference, of course. Both have the capabilities. So the first thing we want to do, of course, is go to Design right here. Of course, we're starting from scratch. We're designing our own logo, and that's why we do that. Now, obviously, this will come up right here. Boom, boom. This is your blank canvas. So the first thing we want to do is go over here to where it says canvas color. Now, right now, the way it is, yes, it looks transparent because it's white, but it isn't, which means if this black part, for example, is the picture, we go to throw a logo on it, it's going to have this big white square box on it, and that's no good. So what we do is we come over here, it says transparent canvas, and you know it's transparent because these checkered plate appear on here. We'll go ahead and hit apply. Now, what this does is, if your logo is a big heart, for example, right here, everything outside of the heart will now look like your background pattern. It'll essentially be see-through. So the first thing you want to do, of course, you want to pick a design theme. Today we'll go with comic heroes. Why not? We'll scroll down here, and we're going to build our logo. So I kind of like all of these word ones for no particular reason, but for argument's sake, what we'll do is we'll pick this one. Now, of course, we can go ahead and size this any way we want, move it however we want. Now, as you can see right here, we have two different colors. This, of course, is the black outside, and this red one is everything on the inside. What we'll do, nice and straight there. So now we got that. Boom. Our logo is started. So what we'll do is we'll come over here to the text and we'll add text. As soon as my computer can catch up. Text. Oh, got a little carried away. So what we'll do is we'll pick any text that we like. I really like the impact. Impact works really well for this particular design. So we got impact chosen there. We go add text. Right here. Now, because we're doing a logo, we'll call this POW! Exclamation marks. Why? Why not? That's a better question. See, so we got this right here. Again, we can size it any way we want. So put it as close to the middle as we want. Now we decide, you know what, I don't really like that red on the background. So what we do is we click on this. Now we go here, we can choose any color that we want. But the beautiful part about this is we can also make this transparent. So what that does now is if this is put on a picture, and say for example, you're putting this over someone's eye, well, all these checker plate will actually still show the background eye. Essentially, if this is your background, you'll see this pattern all around the item, all around the object, as well as everything within here. So what that does is it allows you to put a much more transparent looking logo on your pictures. This, of course, will prevent anybody from stealing your logos, using them. Even though you don't have it copyrighted, it is still technically yours. So obviously we want to stop people from permanently borrowing these things. Just like you shouldn't be permanently borrowing them yourself. Fun fact. So I'm getting a little too picky here, but I'm not going to worry about it. All right, so that's our logo. We're making it super simple today just to keep the video length down. Now we got our logo, so what we do is it's simple. We just click here, click save. Now I've already saved a a file directly on the desktop just to make it easier to find. But what we'll do is we'll call it logo. I'm going to call it number 2 just because I've already created my logo as well. Now you can change the file size. Of course, the bigger it is, the more space it takes up on your computer. Generally with logos, you don't really need to make them very big, simply because generally logos are pretty small in the pictures anyways. So we don't need them to be huge. This is the middle setting. I just leave it there. Save the computer. As I said, I've already got mine on the desktop. So logos, so right here, this is where we just were. Verify the name is logo number 2. Perfect. Saving your computer. Boom, masterpiece saved. Just like that. Now, with PicMonkey in particular, it's not as user-friendly per se when it comes to actually making collages. So what we'll do is we'll go to Canva. What Canva does is instead of having a very specific way of having each picture in the picture itself, like when you're doing a collage, you can actually take the pictures and do them any way you want. You can have them overlapping partially or anything like that. Well, what's really great about that is you can take your logo and you can place it anywhere on the picture. That way it prevents people from stealing it, of course. And if you don't really like having this big bold POW, if that's your name, of course, on the picture itself, generally, not all of them, but you can generally change the transparency of the logo itself as well, which will help it blend while still keeping it your picture, while maintaining ownership of the picture. So that's essentially, that's it. It's super easy. Just make sure to click the transparency button. Of course, that makes the background transparent. The inside here, if you want to make it transparent, again, you don't have to. Of course, I chose to today. So thanks again, everybody, for watching. I do appreciate it. If you found this video useful, please remember to like it, share it, comment. Any tips, pointers that you guys want to throw at me, I am more than willing to listen. If you want to get a hold of myself or Amanda, you can email me at brian.norder@live.com, or you can message Amanda at strengthandbeautynation@hotmail.com. Thanks again. I do appreciate it, and I hope you guys have an awesome day, and keep changing lives, guys. We're killing it out there. We really are. Beachbody coaches are rocking. So thanks again. I do appreciate it, and feel free to subscribe. Talk to you later. Bye.